guys? Welcome back to another awesome video and Happy New Year everyone. Hope all of you had a wonderful 2021 and hopefully 2022 can look better and hopefully you guys will be having a wonderful 2022. And welcome back to another awesome video. It's time for another top 10 video. For today's top 10 video, since it's now the new year 2022, let's get into the top 10 most anticipated movies of 2022. So for this list, these are just the movies that I'm most anticipated for. No specific chronological order of, oh, this theatrical release and this theatrical release and this theatrical release. These are just the movies that I am excited for and hopefully will be happening this year. Oh, and take into consideration that some of these movies can get delayed, some of these movies can get postponed because we've had that before with several other movies. So let's hope that these are going to be happening this year. So without further ado, let's just jump right into this. And at number 10, we have ourselves Avatar 2. I know we're a bit too late on an Avatar 2.
15 years too late.
I know not a lot of people are excited for these movies, but hopefully James Cameron is showing a lot of promise and we have the technology to make another Avatar sequel. And I know James Cameron's gonna do a couple of other ones and some people might not be as excited for them, but I'm just hoping that these actually happen because Avatar 2 just keeps getting postponed and postponed and postponed, and hopefully this movie can get on its feet. We can get a trailer, something to get us excited for the idea of we're getting a sequel to Avatar, and maybe this could open a new environment and a new world for us, and doesn't have to dance around tropes that the first Avatar did, and it can explore something original. At number 9, we have Babylon. I forgot who this was directed by, but I'm really most excited for about this movie is the cast. I mean, the cast sounds stellar with Tobey Maguire, Brad Pitt, Margot Robbie, Meryl Streep. Just those four alone just sound like a phenomenal, fantastic cast. And just, I think what makes this even more exciting for me is the fact that just Maguire's coming back into cinema due to a certain movie that we won't spoil, but due to a certain movie that we had gotten or a certain other movie we had gotten, Tobey Maguire's now, it seems like he's coming back into cinema. He's starting to do movies again. So it's just kind of cool to see him back. And just like I said, this cast just sounds really cool. At number 8 is Nope. Jordan Peele is really sticking the landings in terms of horror with Get Out and Us, and I think he's still doing that Twilight Zone series. I don't know. I really don't know. I've heard rumors about it. I'm not sure. Let me know in the comments maybe if he is. Fact check that for me if you like. I know he's talking about doing other things, but he's really sticking the landing with horror. And this is going to be his latest horror movie, and it's definitely got an interesting cast. Keke Palmer, Steven Yeun, a few other names. Daniel Kaluuya. He's got something going here that sounds pretty exciting. Number 7, we have Ambulance. Now, this is a big surprise because usually I'm not excited for a Michael Bay movie. But because that you have two stellar actors, Jake Gyllenhaal, and I want to say Yahya Abdul-Mateen II in this film, those two are just stellar on their own. When you put them in this movie, they're great. And the premise is kind of a little interesting. They're these two guys that are trying to pull off this heist, and it's more than just a heist. There's kind of it's like a Robin Hood type of feeling to it, where it's like we're trying to do something, this bad thing for a good reason, or the other way around sort of thing. But it just, the cast, just those two actors alone just have me sold, and I'm kind of curious. I hope that maybe this is a good Michael Bay movie up there with Bad Boys and The Rock. At number 6, we have Uncharted. So far, it sounds like we have some pretty good video game movies coming out these past few years. Sonic was such an excellent surprise and an excellent example back in 2020. Hopefully, Uncharted can be a good surprise and an excellent surprise, too, to have. I mean, with Mark Wahlberg, and you have Tom Holland, who is the Nathan Drake, Antonio Banderas, a few other people to name. And just the idea of an Uncharted movie happening is really intriguing, and the environment and the locations look spectacular, and this seems like this could be a fun time. It's gonna be fun. Just on a quick side note, since Nathan Drake is looking for his brother Sam, I'm really wondering and kind of hoping this would be a perfect and hysterical casting, as if Sam is gonna be played by Jake Gyllenhaal. Just putting that out there. I think that'd be kind of cool if we saw that in the movie. It'd be funny, if hysterical. I think it'd just be great. All right, we're nearing down my final 5 on my list. And at number 5 is Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. This is definitely going to be the most difficult of movies to see since the loss of the great and most talented and excellent Chadwick Boseman. But what's great about Wakanda Forever is that not only the title alone sounds perfect, but this is just going to be a great celebration of things. A celebration of Chadwick Boseman, a celebration of his character T'Challa, a celebration of the nation that is Wakanda and everything that culminates that world. Really be something special. Number 4 is Turning Red. Now, I know we have Lightyear to look out for, but we'll talk about that in a moment or so. We'll talk about that later. Let's talk about Turning Red because I really like the premise. I think it's going to be fun. I think it's going to be funny. It's got a lot of energy to it. It's very original. I like the lore behind it, and I like the kind of concept that this could be very like a comedic but emotional way of handling middle school and adolescence and going through puberty, especially for this girl, May. I think her name's May, transforming into this big giant red panda. Like, it just sounds funny, and I feel like there's a lot that could be explored with. Pixar's been really on a good high note since Soul, so I'm really just excited to see what they're gonna be coming up with next each year. Number 3 is Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. I feel like this movie lends itself to a lot of anticipation and a lot of hype and a lot of just so many things to think about because this movie lends itself to so many possibilities and so many realities that this could go to. And even that trailer alone was so perfect. It was really good. And the fact that Sam Raimi is going to be directing this movie, he's going back to his horror comic book elements and making this a comic book horror movie. This could be a good combination for Doctor Strange, and it's especially the multiverse and also the things that you could really do with it. And maybe we might be seeing things perhaps like we saw in the trailer. We might be seeing characters like we saw what looked like Strange Supreme. Maybe we'll see other characters being appearing. I've heard there's been supposed to be appearances by Loki. We saw Mordo. We're going to be seeing Scarlet Witch and Doctor Strange take on the multiverse along with a few other people. I think America Chavez might be in this. Also the characters that are going to be introduced and explored in the multiverse. At number 2, we have the Batman. This is probably the most comic book, the most grounded, the most gritty Batman we're going to be getting. And I have full respect for Robert Pattinson. Seeing all the trailer footage that he's got for Batman as his Bruce Wayne seems fantastic. That alone has me excited. And just the fact that this is going to be very detective-based, noir-based, like murder mystery-based, like taking elements from like other novels and other storylines like the Long Halloween, just has me just really intrigued of what's going to happen. Just hopefully it's going to be good and maybe they'll do something really unique. Now, before I unveil my number 1 pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Sonic 2. I mean, we're going to be getting Tails. We're going to see Jim Carrey back as Robotnik and Sonic, and we're going to have a lot of fun with this movie, and this movie seems like it's going to be tons of fun, and bringing along Chaos Emeralds, and we saw Knuckles, so there's a lot literally to look forward to for a Sonic movie. The Secret of Dumbledore. Now, I'm not a Harry Potter fan, but I did like Fantastic Beasts. I am curious with the crimes against Grindelwald, and I'm really intrigued somewhat of what's going to happen with Dumbledore and Mads Mikkelsen now as Grindelwald. Elvis. When you have a biopic on the king of rock himself, that right there has me excited. And you have Tom Hanks in this movie too, and a young up-and-coming actor. There's a lot of bit of promise going on here. Across the Spider-Verse, Part 1. Minus the Part 1 part, I still am excited for this movie. There's a lot of potential going on with the Spider-Verse, seeing 2099, and they're going all over different multiverses. We'll maybe see different iterations of Spider-Man. There's supposedly supposed to be Jessica Drew. There's supposedly supposed to be the Japanese Spider-Man. So this is all sorts of really cool, fun, lively, energetic stuff. Lightyear. Now, to say that Pixar has outdone themselves or say that they have amazing animation is either an overstatement or an understatement. But something about this movie, this almost looks very live action-esque, and to have this idea that we're getting this movie based off the toy, and the toy that was based off the movie is really cool. Maybe we'll see some references and some little things and Easter eggs to the Star Command TV show. Maybe we'll see Zurg, but all I know is this is going to be a fantastic interstellar journey. Alrighty, my number 1 pick of my top 10 most anticipated movies of 2022 is, drumroll please, Flashpoint. Now, Besides the fact that this is opening DC's multiverse and seeing the Flash finally get his movie, even if it's the Flash, even if it's called Flashpoint, doesn't matter. The idea that Flash is getting his movie, it makes me excited. I'm very happy that finally Ezra Miller is getting his opportunity. Andy Muschietti is directing this film, and you have so many ideas that are going to be happening. And since this is going to be somewhat similar to the Flashpoint paradox concept, there's already been confirms of Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman, there's been rumors of Ben Affleck's Batman, there's been possibilities of Thomas Wayne Batman. What's making this movie so exciting for people and fans is not only we'll hopefully see Ben Affleck's Batman again, since technically Ben Affleck's no longer going to be Batman, or he may or may not, I don't remember the whole spiel, that hopefully there's that, but we're going to have the return of Michael Keaton as his Batman, his Tim Burton's Michael Keaton 1989 Batman coming back, and it sounds like doing this sort of old man Bruce Wayne Batman Beyond universe and opening all sorts of worlds, and maybe this could be the Batman Beyond world that we're all looking forward to. Hopefully the Flashpoint will give us the answers that we want, and maybe we'll see Reverse Flash. That's one thing I really need to see in a Flashpoint movie. It's not Flashpoint without the Flash and Reverse Flash in the storyline somehow, but all will be given to us hopefully soon. I think it's sometime in the summer this year, if not in the fall. I don't remember, but I'm just ready for it. I'm ready for all these movies. So these are the movies, and those are the movies that I'm most anticipated for 2022. Let me know in the comment section, what are your movies that you're most anticipated for? Are there any I've forgotten? Let me know in the comments. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please slash the like button. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. I do awesome videos every day, if not every week. Make sure you ring that bell. I do new videos every day, if not every week. Share the video with family and friends, all that good stuff and more. Leave some suggestions in the comments. You name it, I'll look into it as always, and leave any questions down there too, so we can eventually build up to a Q&A. Look out for all sorts of content. I'm going to try and catch up on some reviews and some requests and other stuff I was supposed to do last year, but I'm going to carry into this year. And there will be a channel video update announcement on a few things on what's coming to the channel this year. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.